Back when we were younger and happy, Nintendo decided to drop the biggest, fattest, decided to drop the biggest bomb on all of us. Mario Kart.
Here we go!
You either heard of it or you might even played it, whether on the Wii or even now on the Switch. But if you're a true gamer, then you either played it on the Nintendo DS or DSi, which is what I play on it. Now, Nintendo decided to drop this game on November 14, 2005. So background information, the founder of Nintendo, Fusajiro Yamauchi, and someone you may know from the company, Miyamoto, who is the game designer and the creator of Mario. Now, before we get into the math behind Mario Kart, which is my question, what's the probability of getting a star? First try, first lap, we have to understand more about the game itself. For instance, the karts in the game. Now, there are at least 2 default karts you can play, but the more you play the game, you can unlock 7 altogether. These karts different from each other because some of them have more speed than others, some have more drift, some have more weight, and that can really affect your place in the leaderboard. This though, with the DS, you can't really pick and change it and customize it like you would on the Switch. That's the main difference of the two. So that's something you really have to consider. Another main point is the characters you pick. Now, if you decide to pick a large character like Donkey Kong or Bowser, that can really affect your weight. Your weight can also affect your drift. If you decide to pick a larger character like them, then when you drift, you can make a more wider turn. It can be a little slower. Now, if you pick a lighter character like Toad, it'll be faster. However, if you're not quick enough to do the drift, you can fall outside the track. Another thing to consider is that when you play the game, around the track, there are mystery boxes, usually filled with 17 items of different things that can help you get higher in the leaderboard, because your main goal in the game is to get first place. It depends on where you are in the leaderboard when you get these boxes. Let's say you're in first place, you can get a banana, a green shell, or a red shell to help you make obstacles for your competitors behind you. If you're in 8th place, then you're more likely to get things that can boost you up, like the bomb or red shells, because those, when you throw them, you're most likely to hit them than the green shell because they automatically go to them. Lastly, another thing to consider about in the game is there are tracks in the game. Each section or cup, which is like the flower cup, the mushroom cup, etc., has about 4 different tracks there are in them. In order you to finish a track, you need to go around it 3 times to finish. When you're going around these, there are your other competitors, there are 8 other people, including you. Depending on where you are in the spot, which matters most is your last lap, because wherever you are in there, 1st or 8th, will give you a certain amount of points. If you're in 1st place, then you'll get 10 points. If you're 2nd, you'll get 8, 3rd, 6th, etc. When you get to 5th, it goes down by 1. So 5th is 4th, and then 6th is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then to 8th place. When you finish the 4, depending who has the most points, it doesn't really matter where you were in the other ones. You could be first. All of them, you can still win, but you can be 1st or 2nd. But if you still got the most points out of all of them, then you win. It also depends on your performance. If you get 1st on all of them, you're the fastest, then you can get 3 stars, which is the most you can get. And those can help you unlock things. Like I said earlier, the other karts, even other characters, like a character you might not know is in there, is Rob Ob. Now, to get into my question. What is the probability of getting a star on the very first lap? We're going to use the probability equation. P times E equals NE divided by NS. So, first off, we have to find the probability of getting a star out of the 17 items. In this case, N is the star and S is the total amount of items. 1 being the star, items, divide that gives you 0.06, and that's just getting the star. Laps. There are 3 laps altogether, and we want to find 1. So 1 divided by 3, which gives you 0.33. Because these are 2 events, we have to add the events together or multiply in this case. So 0.06 times 0.03 gives you 0.0198, which gives you a 1.98% chance of getting a star on the very first lap.
Three, two, one.
Which gives you a 1.98% chance of getting a star on the very first lap.
Okay, yeah, we're done.
That's it?
That's it?
Come on. Yeah, let's go play, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna take this damn board. You wasted all my cardboard.
I didn't even mean to.
I hate you, man.
Man, I hate you too. I'm about to beat you right now.
Dude, you were cheating.
Oh,
last
that
night.
I'm still recording. My bad.